All right, so I've told you a little bit about Beam's pathway overall. Now I'd like to tell you how does this summer fit into that. So math at Beam is different from a lot of other programs. We don't have tests or grades, and we're aiming for a different kind of outcome for our students. It's not about the knowledge they're getting exactly. It's not about the procedures that they're memorizing. It's about mathematical reasoning. It's about problem solving skills. It's about persistence and stamina for doing interesting problems and falling in love with it. So that's our first goal for this summer. This is their chance to fall in love with math for math's sake. Math is a powerful tool and it is beautiful. And we want students to see both sides of that. We want them to get, there's this phrase, it's called like being nerd sniped. The sort of thing where someone gets shown an interesting problem and they get so engaged with it that they just can't look up from it. They have to solve it. We want them to see an interesting puzzle or problem and just feel this need to sit down and do it and understand it and to love that process. So that's part one. We also want the students to get that academic preparation, to learn abstract math, to learn how to solve hard problems, to understand what it means to do difficult math and not to get discouraged when it seems hard at first, but to see it as another challenge for them to overcome and something for them to grow from. We want them to learn how to come up with new ideas and to understand why things are true. And if you listen to that, it sounds really different from learning how to solve like y equals mx plus b, right? Like it's not about here are a bunch of problems that are all the same. How do you do them? It's about creativity in math, and that's what we want to transfer to our students. Beyond that academic preparation, the intense summer environment provides a really unique opportunity for social and emotional preparation for our students. We want our students to gain these skills, to gain comfort in themselves, to learn the norms and expectations of academic environments, to be able to independently decide what they want to work on at any time, and to be able to set their own learning agendas. We want to expose them to different kinds of games and environments and things that they might encounter later on. It might be Rubik's Cubes, it might be chess or Ultimate Frisbee or different board games, but just open them up to all of these different possibilities so that they can experience that going forward and not feel like an outsider if they go to other programs where that's something that's really popular. Also important to us is instilling a growth mindset in students. The idea that they understand that they can improve themselves through work and by being reflective. So one of the things we try to do at Beam is we try not to call students smart, because smart is something that comes from outside. It's not something you feel like you have control over. Whereas understanding that you just did and succeeded at something that was challenging implies the ability to grow and succeed at more things that are challenging. We want our students to seek out those opportunities. And so we try to be really careful around our language with students of not promoting a fixed mindset, not telling them you either can do this or you can't, but providing a growth mindset. The idea that it's their effort that matters, and that with that effort, they can grow to become better at it. As a final goal for this summer, it's important to us that we build our students' self-identity. We want to show them role models who look like them doing math and science. We want to show our students what it means to be a hard worker, a deep thinker, to understand what it means to go about something like a scientist or a mathematician, and in that way, build their identities as scientists and mathematicians and understand that they can do this and they can be successful in this.